Welcome back to Level Up Attraction with, hey, it's me, Zero Goal, man. We're just busting out, just talking about these characters here, and the next one we're doing is Iron Fist. And, shoot, a year ago, I'd say, hey, we hated him. We didn't like him. We didn't want to deal with him. We just didn't want to do any, you built him up, and then you pissed off the opponent. You essentially don't want to do that anymore, because he's kind of fallen off in a lot of ways. His stats were decently there when power creep was coming up, but now they're just Heroes for Hire isn't what they used to be. A lot bigger teams can come out and wreck them, so it's Gamma, so War Dogs, they can really get wrecked here. Now, not to say that he's not a decent character overall, but he is dependent on War and just having all of Heroes for Hire on there. But he's usually the one that's basically taken out now. You want to sub him out for Drax or Red Guardian, somebody with an opening taunt, so that way, boom, you're stuck on them instead of going after the rest of the Heroes for Hire. So it messes it up a little bit, but you can still get around it. His passive is just, I mean, it's not, it does what it needs to do at war, but it's stating on defense. So the charges don't go on until you got defense. And then, he's giving out all this other stuff for, for defenders or Heroes for Hire, city heroes. That's great, but all of this is based on war defense. All of this based on there. You can get some of this outside of war, but it's you want to use the character for war. So his passive is designed for war, outside of a few little things about healing outside of it. His ultimate really doesn't do too much. It does clear positive effects, but it doesn't do a lot of damage because he doesn't have the stats behind it anymore. When Heroes for Hire was pushing at the first beginning of this nice new turnaround for war, he was pretty goddamn good, man. We just wanted, oh my god, don't go against them. There's nothing to do it. And then Weapon X came out and just obliterated them. So Scopely has this tendency to give us an issue and then sell us the solution. What you should do is just stay hell with it. Just build your own teams, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to. So taking out Iron Fist seems to be the best call, but on war defense, this attack targets the enemy with the highest damage. So defense is basically targeting what the highest damage dealer is. Usually with Weapon X, it has to be Omega Red, or, well, on defense, it has to be somebody other than Omega Red. My fault. Mainly because Misty Knight ability blocks the highest damage dealer. So you want Wolverine or Sabretooth to have a lot more damage than Omega Red, or even just 10 little points of damage more than Omega Red, and they'll target him instead of Omega Red. So that way Omega Red can come off and just blow these guys out of the water. His special is actually quite good, but it does fill his speed bar by 30%. If it sped up the other Heroes for Hire, it'd make them a little bit more difficult to defeat, because then they're going a bit faster than what's normal. But he does clear negative effects from himself and all Heroes for allies, which is okay. He heals he's still got the Defender tag on there and the Heroes for Hire, and then heals the most injured city hero, which is usually either a Defender or Heroes for Hire. And his basic, yeah, he's just attacking and then chaining. That's pretty much it. He's just doing a little bit of damage. He's not doing a lot. I had him up to 78 in G14, but his stats just doesn't really equate to what he should be. Even if you build him up, he's not that big of a deal. And I got the healer ISO on him because he's the healer of the group, which people tend to take out. So he's just fallen off within the last few months. Heroes for Hire is still a pain in the ass, but taking him out makes them less, and they put in, Red Guardian or Drax, which makes them more of a, I gotta get around that Drax. I mean, he's usually invisible, but whatever. But my overall opinion for this guy, trash him. There's really no reason to build him up anymore. You're not really doing too much damage with him. He's dependent on all the Heroes for Hire to do much more things, but he just doesn't have the stats to do what needs to be done anymore. So looking over it, you gotta just go ahead and just pass him up. There's no reason to go ahead and build them up anymore. If you have them built up, great. If you're gonna spend any more into him, don't. Just leave him at where he is. Let them Heroes for Hire kind of slowly die out of war. They're still going to be there, but they're not going to be as big of a nuisance. So, but if you like this video, go ahead, like, share, subscribe, man. We want to get as much as we can out there. Because, hey, why the hell not? I mean, and if you want to go ahead, if you dislike this video, double up on it and just hit the dislike button twice. Helps you out. Because, hey, why not double up on the fact that you might have liked it? So, but, hey, until the next video, deuces.